You can have the healthiest physical habits in the world, but if your thoughts are spinning and your environment is draining you, your mental health will still take a hit. I'm Dr. Gretchen Gavero. I'm a psychiatrist, I'm a mom, and a coach for people who may be busy and have lots of hats to wear, but also want happiness, balance, and fulfillment. These are the same things I want for myself. You need mental health tools that actually work in real life to get those things. Okay, this is part 2 of our BPS series that's addressing your body, psychology, and social factors to have that multi-angle approach to leveling up your mental health. Last episode, that's episode 38, we covered biology. We looked at sleep, nutrition, exercise, and addressing medical problems. If you missed it, go back and listen to that one first. So today, we're going to dive into the other 2 pillars. That's your psychology and social factors. That's your environment and surroundings. This is where your thoughts and your environment can either keep you steady or pull you under. All right, in this podcast, I'm just keeping it simple to explain the 3 pillars. We all know that each life story is really complicated. There's so many layers and each brain is different. Your story is going to be different from mine, and so the skills that you need might be different from mine. But I really just want to have to give you an example on how to look at the 3 areas so that when you're thinking about ways to take care of your mental health, you're all good. You're doing it in a comprehensive manner. Maybe you've been stressed, sad, maybe anxious, or maybe you're doing well and you just want to build resilience or just take better care of yourself. Looking at these 3 areas will always give you a better approach than a one-sided or a one-size-fits-all kind of approach. Let's start with psychology. That's catching the thought. Once your body's foundation is set, meaning you're taking care of your body, medical conditions, you have your sleep and nutrition and all of those things, the other question is, what's going on in my head? You know, in therapy, one of the first skills that I really teach other people is catching the thoughts that drive feelings and behaviors. How do you know it's time to check your thoughts? So what I teach is that if you notice a change in your mood, body, and behavior, that's the time to ask yourself, what am I thinking? Mood might be irritability, maybe you're feeling sad or anxious. Maybe you're noticing some changes in your body like racing heart, feeling tense, or your energy is just so drained. Maybe you're not answering texts, messages from your friends, or maybe you're avoiding social situations, or you're just doom scrolling all day long. Almost always, there's a thought underneath driving your behaviors, your mood, and your physical reactions that you're feeling in your body. One of the first things that I ask again is, asking, what am I thinking just right now? And once you identify the thought, one of my favorite tools to challenge negative thinking specifically is the think method. That's asking yourself these 5 questions using the acronym THINK. For T, asking, is it 100% true? H, is my thought helpful right now? I, is it important or inspiring? N, what do I need to do right now about this negative thought? And K, this is my favorite, by the way, is this thought kind to myself? Is this thought kind to other people? Let me give you an example here so that it's easier to understand. One time, I've had like 2 appointments overlapping on my schedule. That is totally not me. I'm very much a calendar person. And so, of course, that stressed me out. That was a totally fixable situation, but my body reacted like it was an emergency. Tightness in my chest, heart racing, my thoughts were just fast and trying to fix the problem right away. Step 1 in that situation is calming my body with long exhales. We talked about that last time, right? Taking care of your body first. Step 2 is asking, what am I thinking just right now? What is this about that's causing this reaction? And then I just run through the question, the THINK questions. Was it 100% true that I'd messed everything up? Not really. Was it helpful to think about it that way? Not at all. Was that question or was the idea that I messed everything up kind to myself or other people? Definitely not. Just asking those questions stop the spiral. Another example is one that hits a bit harder. And this is when I snap at my kids. This always breaks my heart when this happens. In those moments, the thought, I'm not a good mom, rushes in. I know it's not true, but in the moment, my brain tries to convince me that it is. That's when I pause and reframe. I might tell myself, okay, I'm just tired from the day. I'm learning how to parent an adolescent. This is new and I need to give myself grace. That curiosity and compassion really keep me moving forward instead of getting stuck in guilt or regret. This is how you rewire patterns over time. Catch the thought, check it, redirect it. Next is looking at your social factors. Even the best thought work won't stick if your environment or surroundings is constantly stressing you out. Your environment is always signaling to your brain. I know that's like a big bucket, so I kind of break them into 3 tiny buckets. One is people. Think about who fuels you and who drains you. Social support is one of the strongest predictors of mental health. Do a people audit regularly, and I'll talk about that in a separate podcast episode in the future. Next, places. Is your space calming or chaotic? And that's not just your physical space. That could also be your workspace or your classroom. That could be the places that you're looking at online. Next, things. That's everything else outside of people and places. That's your calendar, social media, the things on your phone. Are they anchoring you or frying you, draining your energy? So let's just look at one example. Let's take relationships, for example. I know that there are people that you can't avoid. Sometimes that's your spouse or partner, your kids, your coworkers, classmates. And sometimes tense situations or hard interactions happen. So this is how I handle tense interactions. And we can get into this in more details in future episodes for sure. But let me just give you how I handle relationships and in conflict in the moment. So there are 4 steps. First, I ground. So calming myself first. Next, reconnect. Show up when you're both ready. Next, reconcile. Repair the conflict once you're steady, meaning once you're calm. And then when you're calm, you can debrief. That's reflecting and learning afterwards. These steps pretty much cover core concepts in conflict resolution. Really, you have to calm first before you can communicate. An example is, I never forget asking my husband after, an argument, after we've calmed and debriefed, how much time do you need when you feel that way? At that time, because we've already grounded and reconnected first, he could answer honestly, 2 hours. That was super clear and that was super helpful. That changed how I approach conflict. So you can try this quick reset today. You can catch one thought and run it through our think framework. Then reach out to one person who genuinely fuels you. Research shows that even small moments of mindfulness and social resets can reduce or can just really lower your stress and improve that emotional regulation. Emotional regulation and thought strategies are like superpowers. It can really change your state in the moment. Okay, here's the big picture. Biology sets the foundation, your psychology helps you catch your thoughts, and your environment can give you energy or drain you. That's the biopsychosocial model that all psychiatrists go by. And it's how you stop reacting to everything and start steering your life with more purpose, clarity, intention. Here's your action step. You can pause right now and you can ask yourself, is it my body, my thoughts, or my environment that needs attention today? And then start somewhere. I promise it'll change the course of your day. In next episode, we're going to talk about what to do in the moment when you're feeling stressed out, and then what deeper work looks like, and the daily habits that keep you steady. Okay, if this episode has been helpful, please share it with other people, and I'll see you again next week. Take care.